If you wanted to edit a recurring task, then there are two things to look at. There's editing the recurrence itself or editing individual tasks within that recurrence. Now, because of the way that Microsoft Project creates the tasks as subtasks and then a summary task, they are effectively separate from each other, but in this particular case, controlled by the summary task. So if I took my file, Master Bedrooms Project 2014 recurring task, and actually wanted to change every occurrence, then I would simply double-click the summary task. I know this is a summary task because it's bold and it's got a little expansion triangle, but I also know that it's a recurring task because of the symbol in the indicators column. So one double-click here actually takes us back into the recurring task information dialog box. I might want to make my review meetings once a fortnight, so once every 2 weeks rather than every week. Every week might be too often in the work that we've got to do. And when I say OK, to change the frequency of this current task, project must reschedule all unstarted occurrences. To have project delete all current unstarted occurrences of this current task and replace them with new occurrences based on the new schedule criteria, click OK. So what's going to happen is going to delete all the 64 tasks that are there that haven't already occurred. If they've already happened, then they can't be removed, they will remain. And then it will recreate some new tasks for the new recurring pattern. That's what I want to happen. That's OK. OK. And we can now see that there are less project reviews. There are 32 of them. And if we squish out, we can see that they're only every 2 weeks. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, it may be that I don't actually want to edit the recurrence, but an individual task within there. So when we get into August, we might decide not to have a review every 2 weeks, but to reduce that to a review just once for that month. So this particular task here, let's scroll to it so we can see it. I'm going to delete. And I simply select the task and delete as if it were a normal task. There's no, are you sure you want to edit the recurrence or anything? Because the recurrence is only in here. And the task details we enter there are used to generate all of these subtasks. Once these subtasks are generated, they can then be edited totally independently of the rest of the recurrences. And you can see that Project Review 13 has just gone. So we have one on July 22nd, and then the next isn't until August 19. Which also means that if you need to edit an individual one for whatever reason, it might be that that particular week we want to move it to a different day. So instead of the September the 2nd, we want to change that to the 3rd for that week. We can see that the start and the end date then change simultaneously. And that particular task, if we scroll to it, has now moved into the Tuesday. Now, obviously, anything we're doing here in these project reviews, which would need reassigning, because the assignments went when we changed the recurring pattern as well. So you need to be careful and watch for that too. Information, resources, meet, decorator, and joiner. Okay. So we can see that choosing leveling on me, level now, and that moves the tasks about so that I'm now not over allocated. I can go to these new meetings that effectively are less often, once every fortnight, but I still need to be able to go to them and not be attempting to paint a wall at the same time as attending the meeting.